Alrighty, hello everybody and welcome into another week of Watch Party. We've got week 12 for you. This one's being recorded way earlier than normal as Thanksgiving starts to come and holidays and all that stuff. So I always try to get you guys content earlier than expected rather than pushing stuff back. So the holidays are always a little bit iffy. But this is going to be a banger of a watch party. We got UNLV led by Coach Cryo taking on South Alabama and D.D. Holmes, the former #1 recruit. As always, check out our friends at Home Field. It is holiday season. They have collections from over 180 schools, tons of awesome designs, super comfortable stuff. So check them out. Use code SFA. You can use the code once per email. And let's get into it. We're going to start out with UNLV. They are on the road, led by quarterback Dyron Satterfield. For those that you don't know, he should have been an ECU Pirate, but they cheated and sent him to UNLV. But he is their leading quarterback here. 96 overall, 88 speed. Really expecting him to have a monster game today. They also got SFA player Darren Archer. Not as great of a year for him this year. Only 600 yards so far. Touchdown ratio a little bit down, so we'll see if he can get some run going today. And then at wide receiver, you got Jeremy Waller, Kevin Perry, and Justin White. We saw Waller on game day last year against Hawaii. He was really good. He had touchdowns, so see what he can do today. And then on tight ends, they have really good tight ends. You got Cornelius Sander, and then the SFA player Jermaine Gresham as well, 6'6", 232 pounds. See what he does. And then their offensive line, really good left tackle. And then, kind of average G5 for the rest of it, mid to low 70s. So they start running it to that left side. You better watch out. On the defensive end, it gets a little bit worse. You got Butler in the 60s, Leroy Hall in the 70s, and a couple of lower tier defensive tackles. Linebacker, a little bit better, Antoine Baker, Luke McCray, and Jeff Heath. And then at corner, it is stinky out here. This is a big liability for this team, so watch out. And then in the back, they do have a freshman, Adam Thomas, here. And the other one is Tim Tidwell, 67 overall. So the secondary is definitely suspect here for UNLV. And at kicker, you got Austin Anderson, 7 of 10 on the year, 70%. And that's really good considering his rating. So we'll see what he can do today. And they're taking on South Alabama. This is a team that we really haven't seen much of. We saw them maybe on BearCave once last year where they got mossed by Doge at the end of the game. And they have Markeith Anderson, a senior quarterback, 85 speed, so he actually looks to be pretty good. And their running back, Neil McNeil, what a name there, 69 overall. And out wide, these are the guys who are going to be expected to take down that secondary, and it looks like they might be without Nick Alford, so that could be massive for UNLV to kind of even the playing field. They also have some pretty good tight ends. Their offensive line is kind of in a similar situation, maybe a little bit better average across the line, but nobody as good as that left tackle for UNLV. And on the defensive end, Chris Smith on one side, but D.D. Holmes, the former #1 recruit in the SFA player, the only one on this team. We'll see what he can do today, and he may be a transfer portal target for next year. We'll have to see what happens. And in the middle, just nothing. Linebackers, pretty mid as well. Kareem Washington is actually really good here, the right outside linebacker, but he may be hurt. So looks like South Alabama is a bit banged up here on some key positions. They do have one really good cornerback. So I think these quarterbacks may have a field day today. Really similar teams here. And then you got Ron Nobles, the kicker, and big-time accuracy. Not so much on the power. And that is how it looks here today. Let's get on into this game. Cryo, since you are here, let me know what kind of uniforms you want to use. Well, let's get to the... Totally blanking what conference you're in. All right, here we go. All right, 5 and 4. So this is for bowl eligibility as well. Very evenly matched here, except that defensive rating of 66 is not very good, UNLV. All right. So you can go all black. You can go gray. You can go the Reb All scarlet.
Let's go gray.
All grays. All right. And then South Alabama, let's see. Do they have anything cool? They only have one helmet. Red and white. Kind of. Let's go all red versus all gray. Why not? Ugh, they're going to make me do it manually. All right, here we go. We've got a kind of a rock fight in the G5 here today, and we are less than 24 hours removed from one of the best game days we've ever seen. So how is this game going to stack up? Looks like this one's going to be a ton of offensive as well. So always love these very heavily offensive games. Obviously, I think the X factor today has to be D.D. Holmes. Is he going to be able to stop not only Darren Archer in the run game, but is he going to be able to help his secondary out and get to Dyron Satterfield? That is the question. Very good pass offense from UNLV this season. The rush offense definitely hasn't been as good as previous years. And we just don't know much about the South Alabama team, as they just have not been good, or nor had a user in previous years. D.D. Holmes leads them out. Here we go, folks. That is no chance. That's their mascot. That thing is so ugly. Oh, no. Why wouldn't you just go with a nice all black? I don't get it.
Of the mascot alone, that's probably 3 losses anyways, so.
0-12 based on the mascot.
All right, so South Alabama gets the ball first here. And we are off here in South Alabama. No idea where they actually play, but low kick and a nice return to start, Tim Martinez. And then for UNLV's defense, it's going to be all about, can this secondary find someone to lean on? You know, can they make a big play? Their linebacker core probably the best part of their defense, and wide open to start the game. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think we're gonna see too many stops today on defense. And since this is such an early game day, obviously, you guys will still be able to submit fantasy. It's just any game that pops up we'll have to remove. But I don't think we'll get many important games popping up. But one of the best names in the SFA, we got Neil McNeil, his first carry for 7. And another handoff here to Neil, gets about 10, so no defense being played from UNLV.
There's a reason I signed Ubaldo Kingsbury.
Yeah. All right, now they're coming out empty across the 50, second and inches. They are going to audible. Looks like tight end going to the backfield. And they're going to hand it off to him. Up the gut. He stiffies a man and gets about 6. God, that mascot, man. I don't get the spots. It doesn't even match like the all-white Jaguar they have for the mascot. Ridiculous. As we get triple option and Markeith Anderson is stuffed. There you go. Finally making a positive play here. Tim Tidwell, the linebacker. Or no, that's a safety.
I'm going to be honest, that mascot might be the worst mascot I've ever seen in just sports history.
I mean, as far as like mascot goes, it might be okay, but with the... Oh, we got it off the back of the helmet. You should have turned around. That was a pick 6. But in terms of mixed with their color scheme, it doesn't work. And I'm colorblind, and I know it sucks. 3rd and 13 now. Markeith Anderson delivers it, and that's an overthrow. So UNLV is going to get away unscathed here on the first drive. They are going to have to punt it. So you got a lucky doink off the back of a helmet and an overthrow, and UNLV's in business. So now we're going to get to see Dyron Satterfield as we get a coffin corner here. A beautiful punt. Here comes Dyron, but how far back are they going to be stuck? At their own 8-yard line, so here comes Dyron and Darren Archer in the backfield. Man in motion now, and it's going to be some triple options started out, and Dyron's going to keep it. There he goes. One play, and he gets pushed out after 24. You got to watch out for Dyron's speed.
That literally matched his entire rushing from his last game.
Well, Dyron did come out as an athlete. He could play quarterback and corner, so he does have the speed.
Yeah, and in relation to my defensive awareness, like I've on multiple times, I've had to like bring them like into like rooms and like.
And there he goes again! Dyron down the sideline, pushed out yet again. So 2 runs, and that's already like 75 yards as they're in opposing territory. This one might be getting ugly soon.
Yeah, I have to like give like the defensive players crayons every time we go over plays because they do not pay attention. They're on the TikTok, whatever they call it. It's ridiculous, man.
So first throw of the day is to Darren Archer, and he gets 6.
As a coach, the one thing I am excited about is definitely like the defense is all high schoolers basically, but they are young. I think like they next season like there's a lot of improvement that can happen. So
yeah, and D.D. Holmes gives chase, finally bringing him down from behind. 3rd and 4 now. So really the only impact player on this defense is D.D. Holmes, the top end of that line, number 93. So 3rd and 4. Can UNLV figure out a way to punch this home? Jermaine Gresham there, number 82, I believe. Corner blitz, floating that, and it's dropped! Satterfield put it right where it needed to be, but the receiver couldn't hang on. Out comes the field goal unit. Oh boy. And the kick is up, and it's off the upright! We've got a missed field goal! Oh no.
I want to formally apologize if this all of a sudden turns into Chicago Bears, Carolina Panthers all over again.
All right, so 2 fantastic Dyron runs. Nothing doing as we get a big hit in the backfield. There you go. Adam Thomas, he's going to be a great player for you. He's only a freshman strong safety, 80+ overall. Or free safety.
He's free safety. He's 75, but he is a stud. I don't know his stats, but I'm certain he's gotten a few picks on the year. So I'm excited. He's definitely going to be the leader of our defense next year.
Definitely the best player on your defense right now as he makes another tackle there. So now a 3rd and 2. Going to be leaning on. And that's the best part of game day is your best players always are leaned on. So we'll see. Can they convert? Neil McNeil another carry, and he does push through there. Drive continues. All right, 1st and 10 here. They are going to flip the play. Markeith Anderson going to the short side here, stacking it up. And another run to Neil McNeil up the gut. Gets about 5. If you can just average 5 a carry with your man, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
I will say, being a biased UNLV commentator, I think Brian Castillo is probably the guy to watch. The guy in the bottom with the dreads. He has at least 4 fumbles on the season. Ooh. Four fumbles, I think 3 fumble recoveries from what I've been tallying up. He's someone definitely. Okay. He's been a disruptor. It's someone that I've been considering moving around the field because he's that versatile.
All right, Cryo with a nice little shout here as we get a 3rd and 5, and that's going to be short. So a couple of times here on 3rd down, Markeith Anderson not giving his team a chance at a conversion, and they're going to take a look at this anyways. Not for a 1st down or anything. They're thinking this may not be a catch. It won't matter. And yeah, I don't think it's going to come down to see if that back foot stayed down. And it's reversed, so it's not a catch. So 2 failed third downs already, and UNLV is going to get another chance. All right, kick is off. See, can they get a nice return going? Breaks a tackle. Nothing doing for Ronnie Singleton. All right, so here comes UNLV. 4 to the left side now. They had a great opening drive and just stalled out and had a missed field goal, but there is Darren Archer. They'd love to see him get on his horse. We've seen him over the years make some nutty plays.
He's definitely hasn't performed up to the part where I expected. He's really seen like other players come in, so I'm giving it like until the end of the season because obviously I have him next year, but you know I might have to do some playbook switching or like move him around the field.
2 tight ends there on the left side now. They're going to hand it off again. And no, Dyron keeps it, and he's blown up. He should have handed that off. Chris Smith, decent defensive lineman on the other side of the line, and he actually does get a lot of one-on-ones because D.D. Holmes takes so much of the offensive line's attention. 3rd and 9 now for Dyron. Deep, and that's picked off. South Alabama going the other way. Oh, and another big mistake. Chris Alexander picks it out. Might have been some miscommunication. It looks like he ran a deep post, but maybe Dyron thought it was going to be a dig route. But nevertheless, turnover. Couple of bad mistakes so far. Cryo, what's going on?
I didn't pay the refs enough. I don't know. I don't know what's going on at this point.
Well, Neil McNeil now getting some run. 4 yards on that
Vegas money would. You think that Vegas money would pay for some of the reffing, but no.
They don't give us enough. The government only like keeps it for the casinos.
Yeah, man, they
Maybe
put way more money into the sphere than UNLV.
Maybe it's
No, yeah. However, you'd get more people coming to see the Sphere if UNLV was good, though. What do you get more people? Yeah.
Well, Anderson now got them inside the 30. His first quarter taken away, still no score. Delayed give to Neil McNeil. Still averaging above 5 a carry. But I've been a bit surprised by this secondary. They're doing pretty well here early on, forcing Markeith Anderson into some rough situations. 2nd and 8, quick option, that's going nowhere. Oh my, what a hit. And Anderson sneakily almost 1,000 yards on the ground, interestingly enough. Third and 12 now. Man in motion. Anderson, drop back, 4-man rush, gonna take off, and he's gonna get sacked. Once again, the UNLV defense coming up massive after the turnover, and looks like that they are stopping him, forcing him outside of field goal range. Some big-time plays here from the defense early on.
It's definitely why, for me, I definitely go run heavy because that creates a lot of pressure. And the good thing about these DBs, is that they're very opportunistic. It's like if you give them the right chance, they definitely can make a play. But it really depends on if that rush can get there, which only happens.
All right, as the quarter blitz gets there. Just as you're saying they're opportunistic, the corner gets in there for a sack.
Who's that?
And they actually, UNLV, after the pick, actually gains yardage. As they go 4 down, stop them. So UNLV takes back over, no harm, no foul.
That was actually part of the game plan to like get more yardage on our side.
Yeah, just run the clock a little bit.
Yeah.
I'd love to see after that game day we saw last week, like a 9-6 game here. As Darren Archer now, oh, he cuts inside. That's the Darren Archer we know, 17 yards.
It was in breaking news, but Darren Archer was volunteering at an animal shelter. So that was what a nice guy he is. Definitely not Photoshop AI at all.
Maybe
Don't
he's
don't forget your dailies in hashtag CCBot. You know, don't forget your dailies.
he credits his resurgence to helping the animals. There you go.
He was just paid to. Anyways, but
It was a paid photo op. That dog wasn't even homeless.
that dog was actually just a cardboard cutout.
Oof.
Not even a doll, a cardboard cutout. Really?
Well, we tried to get like a stuffed animal for that photo op, but like it's just no one, like they were all like sold out of like like the realistic ones, so we had to like improvise.
All right, so they're across the 50 now, 2nd and 5. After a scoreless first quarter, who is going to score first here? A nice little run from DeMarcus McKenzie, the backup running back.
Definitely someone that I've been really interested in because I've given him a limited role this season and he's actually been doing pretty good. So, you know, someone in my plans.
3rd and short, they're rolling out right, a sprint out, and he throws it short of the line. Jeremy Waller had to come back for it as he's hit. And that's going to be a 4th down again. So already you can count them like 3 or 4 mistakes here early for UNLV, but they're going for it. 4th and 1. Hand off to Darren. No, Dyron keeps it. Can he get there? Yes, he does. The drive continues.
Giving me a heart attack, Dyron. Do not run sideways to the sideline when it's 4th and 1. Please and thank you.
So 1st and 10 now. Once again in plus territory.
Say that to Josh Stubbs. Dude runs sideways at 55 speed on a quick option.
And an overthrow from Dyron. 2 for 5 early on for 6 yards. And you're saying this is one of the best passing attacks in the country?
I mean, clearly he was trying to throw to my father. Like, I don't know what we're doing here.
Yeah, not a great start for Dyron. On the ground, he's had a great start. So man in motion. Looks like they're going to go back for the run. Triple option. He gets it out to the wide receiver who finds the outside. And there's Jeremy Waller getting 7. He has 2 carries, no catches yet. So 3rd and 3 just outside the red zone. They've yet to convert on one of these. Split backs again. McKenzie and Archer. 3rd and 1. It's going to be a handoff to Archer. He has room up the gut. And now they're inside the 15. Archer quietly averaging 8.6 a carry. So we enter the red zone. They go right back to the well. The split back set with the 2 running backs. Now they're going to audible to pistol. This time it's going to be a throw. He's thrown it to the end zone. And 1-on-1 and tipped away. That was some good ball placement there. Just Waller, if he was a little bit taller, probably had that one. So 2nd and 10 now. Tight end is in motion. Give me a handoff to Archer up the middle. He finds a little bit of room, but he's dragged down by Smith. 3rd and 6 now. I don't think UNLV is comfortable bringing the field goal unit back up. So once again, the split backs, they loving it. It's going to be another throw. They bring a blitz. He delivers a shot over the middle. Touchdown, UNLV. Justin White finds the break right on time. 7-0 lead for UNLV. Satterfield standing in there tall, delivering a strike.
I don't think we should say 7-0 yet. We should make sure before we hit 7-0.
Yeah. You're right, and it's good.
Okay, I was about to release him, but he got it.
Well, if you should probably not go back and watch the highlights from the UNLV game day last year. He missed, I think, like 3 or 4 field goals and 2 extra points in that game. The same guy, I believe.
I'm so happy I'm getting a new kicker next year. I like.
Yeah. So, and I think that's really what cost them that game. So they
That's
were
probably
in
the
it
reason
to
why
the
Llama
end,
left.
Yeah, one of the reasons. Other than, oh, what a move from McNeil! Also, kid's been begging for LSU for IRL 2 years. All right, so Markeith Anderson getting outplayed so far. Can he find a way to get him back into this game? You got to start exploiting this bad secondary. You got to start throwing it deep, but they're just hell-bent on running it over and over again with Neil McNeil. You know, they're running it healthily, and then they get stuck in like a 3rd and short, and then they can't convert. So 2nd and 2 now.
I do have 2 good defensive ends coming
Handoff,
in.
and there it is. Once again, another negative play, a 3rd and medium. Dennis Collier this time, trying to rip that ball out.
Yeah, definitely one of my stresses this upcoming season was just getting that defensive line a lot better. You know, the secondary can wait. Like, I think, honestly, they're serviceable for now. But
The secondary
that
can wait.
defensive
They're all
line-
60s. And another sack. There we go. Who needs coverage when Antoine Baker comes off the edge? Boom. Another sack to end a drive. Markeith Anderson seeing ghosts out there.
Oh, no, but trust me, I know they're all high schoolers at cornerback. I'm trying my best to work my magic, but I'm currently poor, so I can't do that.
Yeah.
Imagine not getting Fifi Hobson. Couldn't be me.
Oh, I was about to say something that wouldn't have been allowed on this YouTube channel. All right, let's keep going.
All right, so Dyron, what does he have in store for us? He finally got a pass to work at the end there of that last drive. Looks like they're going to go back to the running game. And not sure if cutting back was the move there, Darren. Pass up a wide open hole to cut back all the way and get smoked in the backfield. 2nd and 10. Quick option, and this time it goes nowhere. Notice how they keep running these options away from D.D. Holmes. They're running them right at Chris Smith. Still doesn't work. 3rd and long now for UNLV. Trips to the right. Nobody covering that slot man. Free rusher, and they get to him. So another cornerback sack, Ronnie Harris this time. Taking a page out of UNLV's book from that 2 drives ago. They get to him, and if he didn't get to him, Holmes was right there as well.
God, he is massive. Holy.
Oh yeah, 6'6", dude's a behemoth. If you ever want to piss off Nick, just ask him about the D.D. Holmes recruiting battle. And this is actually a matchup between D.D. Holmes and Dyron Satterfield, the 2 players that are responsible for our new recruiting system. So they're facing off today.
Collusion,
Oh yeah,
I love
how
it.
did the old pitch system work, anyways?
It's
Like
you
what?
submitted,
Did people
you-
offer hookers or something?
Yeah, I mean, so you submitted your NIL, and then you had to convince them using an actual pitch, like pitching, and they still had they had like 3 different ideals or whatever, like things they cared about the most, and then you could also include anything outside of that, but they wouldn't care about it as much. And then we had a couple of people deciding every week, but people started getting mad when they lost close battles, including myself. And then also
That's
the fact that it took like 3 hours to read through all the pitches. Instead,
Like,
now
yeah,
with this
that's-
system, I get through it in an hour.
Yeah, that's like way too subjective.
Yeah. It was fine when it was just like 19 of us and we had 100 or 80 recruits and everybody had like 4 or 5 a season. But now it's like we need the new system as another sack comes out. This offensive line's getting absolutely toasted. Luke McCray getting in on the action. All the linebackers getting sacks tonight.
Kind of the reason I went 3-4. You know, my defensive line isn't anything to, like, you know, cough at, but I feel like my linebackers are definitely more impressive as a group, so I wanted to get as many of them on the field as possible. Definitely, I think it's working out in the long run.
And talk about clutch defense. This is their 3rd or 4th punt inside opposing territory. So, you know, I never want to jinx it, but we have never seen a team get shut out on a game day style game. We've had a 3-pointer, from App State earlier this year, but we've never seen somebody get shut out. Is South Alabama that team? Get a handoff here. Darren Archer. When he starts to get to that top speed, you're always worried that he's going to break away.
I mean, at this rate, Dyron Satterfield's looking like, remember like preseason Danny Etling? That's kind of what he's looking like right now. Exactly. Anyways.
I have no idea what that is. Second and inches. And somehow Dyron sneaks between those two defenders.
He was a guy on the Patriots practice squad who got to start a preseason game against the Giants of all teams, and he got a like 90-yard touchdown run on his first play, and then did literally nothing afterwards.
Yeah. Kind of how it goes.
Kind of reminds me of the Buffaloes this year. TC, great start first game. They kind of
Second and 6. Man, forget that we were 3-0. Second and 6.
I mean, UCF went 3-0, and then we were 3-5.
Yeah, well.
Now we're 5-5.
We were a win-win team last year, so.
Yeah.
Pound sand.
I would.
3rd and 10. And we're faking it. Go deep. There he is. The Yam 1-on-1. And oh my God, almost picked.
3 for 8 with an INT.
What an interesting stat line.
Yeah, these defenders are sticking on these wide receivers, and Satterfield, that's the second time he's thrown a jump ball to Waller, who's kind of undersized.
Dude, that was a punter with dreads. Like, what?
We have a lot of them. The South Carolina guy, Youngwood.
I thought I would let you know he actually has a Head and Shoulders sponsorship.
There you go. NIL
deals. So a little NIL deal for that I was not made aware of until I was told after. So.
All right, South Alabama, though, 2 timeouts left, 1:10 left in the half, but they're still dedicated to running it with Neil McNeil. It continues not to work. Adam Thomas, his 5th tackle already.
And the thing is, like, I know that South Alabama's defense is, like, it's not bad. It's nothing to sleep at. So I know that Dyron had to have a huge game to, you know.
Oh, my God, what a hit.
Jesus Christ.
Rogers gets smoked.
The ball looked like it was about to fly out of his hand.
I think that was Brian Castillo, too, bro. I'm telling you.
I thought the pregame, both these quarterbacks would be cooking. Neither has over 30 yards passing as we get a deep shot out of bounds here from Markeith Anderson. As he's 5 for 9 for 25 yards, and Satterfield is, 3 of 8 for like 15 yards?
18 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick.
So both teams not doing anything we thought they'd do.
DC, when are you opening Patreon IGR submissions?
That will be around conference championships.
Yeah, we're definitely, this game's kind of like a throwaway game for us, because like
throwaway game at 5 and 4.
Yeah. No,
two broken tackles.
Oh, in the sense of like the games we really do care about are Wyoming and Hawaii. You know, those are our conference games. You know, I think that, you know, we have a good chance at Wyoming, but Hawaii is really our Super Bowl to make sure that we can hold on to that conference, because I think that
I believe that you're leading the division right now, if I'm wrong. So you have the chance.
We are, and I think Fresno State does not. Oh,
picked again.
Okay. Well,
Second pick.
Okay.
To end
Anyways,
the half.
It was last play. I will accept that from Dyron.
Okay.
The first one was inexcusable.
So Dyron Satterfield, a 96 overall, finishes the half 4 for 10 for 18 yards, a touchdown and 2 interceptions, and the lead. 7-0 at halftime here in South Alabama. A complete 180 from the game we saw last night over in Chapel Hill.
I think we should have expected this, voting this for Patreon Game of the Week, which I'm fine with. But like I was saying, like I think that I believe that Fresno State doesn't have any more conference like games. I think they already played them. So our ultimate goal is just to really make a like if we lose one game and win one game in the conference, we still win. But what I want from my team is just like I want to make a statement in the conference just to know that we're going to be here for a long time.
Yes, a statement by being 8-4.
Yeah, hell yeah, why not?
Woohoo!
All right, here we go. A horrible passing display from two secondaries that are just complete dog meat. Two quarterbacks who
You,
need to figure it out here.
I'm happy with the run game though. I think
Yeah.
that we've translated to the run game knowing that the passing game is just not there. You know.
Yeah, being able to
Don't
adapt.
matter if you can't score with it. Don't matter if you can't score with it, my man.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Yeah, I mean, this game only required any score to have the lead, and that's what they're doing. So all you need to do is figure out a way to win. Doesn't have to be pretty.
Have we ever had a 3-0 game? I'm gonna check.
No, I don't think so.
That's what I'm about to check. No, we've not.
I think the lowest is 6-0.
That's what it is.
Yep.
There's been a 7-0. There's been 10-0. There's been 5-10-3.
I think there's been
a
7-3. Yeah, there's been a couple of weird ones.
So we need 3-0.
Well, that's not happening here. As you get a fake handoff, they're going to throw it to McKenzie out wide. His first pass of the second half goes well.
The most common score is 31-24. It's the most common score.
Yeah, so now we have both quarterbacks at 25 passing yards. As we get a fake handoff here, Dyron's going to keep it again. Gets some nice run. And he has 72 rushing yards, so almost triple the rushing yards to passing yards ratio. 1st and 10. Dyron, they're going to hand it off to Darren this time, and he gets 8. So UNLV deciding to come out here and, once again, stay to what they did in the first half and just pound the short pass, pound the run. And to be fair, they probably should have had like 10 or 14 points, as Dyron doesn't know where he's going, but he still gets a first down.
So I just looked it up, and the highest, or the most common college scoregami is 6-0, which is crazy.
The most common? Wait. The most common score in college football history is 6-0.
Correct, because of
What?
all of those games, like throwing the ball forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Because it's one touchdown and then they missed the extra point.
The next highest was 7-0.
Well, they used to have. Yeah, I guess.
Oh my God!
Nice run. There you go, Darren Archer.
That's what I love. Where has this been all season?
In the cellar.
Dude, I swear. I'm about to bring him back there if he keeps it playing like this.
All right, Dyron finds a guy, and they push him forward, but they don't give Sanders the first. How is this guy a tight end? I'm sorry, but number 11 does not have the build of a tight end.
We thought that too before, he came to UNLV.
Well, Darren again, and he gets speared, but that's first down inside the red zone here, moving the ball, trying to extend it to a 2-score lead.
I will say,
Satterfield, 3rd interception of the day. I'm going to call it now.
I'll leave the SFA. I'm not.
No, you're staying, buddy. You already paid your $8.
Yeah, it's kind of
1st
stuck
and
here.
10,
Anyways,
Dyron.
Oh, nothing there.
The unfortunate thing that all the new members have to learn is that there's a tremendous amount of suffering before anything good happens. So you just gotta get through it. Yeah.
Oh, I know, TC. I remember Horn throwing away the bowl game on BearCave.
Yeah, everybody gets some sort of massive L before any sort of success.
Or you could be like Moon and I and succeed pretty good in our first year, and then it just is all down.
And then fall off a cliff.
Yeah.
I mean, at least Moon won another freaking Pac-12 championship. At least
the best case of that was Jay Jettis. His first year gets the Mickey Mouse Championship with Oklahoma, and then the next 2 years loses to Hawaii and App State in the playoff. As we get another field goal attempt, we got a 34-yarder. Can they hit it this time to extend it to 2 scores? Are we going to get another miss?
Wide left.
Kick is up and wide right. No, it's inside. I don't know how that was in. That must have barely gotten in there. No, it's pretty close. There you go.
Well, it's Ted. Oh yeah, Ted Barber goes.
I will say, I've been doing my research a little bit, and I know that Anderson's gonna probably graduate this year. I'm honestly a fan of Brian Cook for South Alabama. I think even though he's a low overall, I think he could like improve a lot. I don't think there's gonna be much of a drop off in the quarterback conversation for that.
I think
South
you're
Alabama just has a lot of work, but
I think you're the only person in the SFA who's ever looked at South Alabama's roster. As Markeith Anderson, he's keeping it here, and he gets a nice little run.
Yeah,
I
nobody
like
really
the scout. I
sees-
like their stats. I like the average strength of South Alabama's quarterbacks is 50. So,
Oh yeah, TC. After watch party's over, can you show me my overall for my new positions? I did.
I don't switch positions as in terms of player edits. I just started them out of
you did,
position.
that's right.
So
Well,
there's
I'm
no,
pretty
so
sure
they're
it's
the
still-
same overalls. It just lowers them like 1 or 2.
No, I think that it changes based on position because I've had like 90 like tight ends be like 87 fullbacks, or like 80 tight ends be 83 receivers.
Yeah, well,
sometimes.
that didn't happen. They all stayed around whatever. They're all super low, anyways. It's like they're all trash
70s,
cans.
yeah.
No,
yeah,
like high
get it.
60s, low 70s. But South Alabama now is starting to move the ball here.
But I'm just hoping to see what works. See if I can.
Hand off up the middle. We got Neil McNeil for 7. 88 yards now at this point. 5.5 a carry. Looking good. Adam Thomas still one of the best guys on this defense. All right, Anderson, time to put up here. Still at 0 points. This is the time to get some points back. Throws it out wide yet again. They're going to give him the first down. But
that was not a first down. That was 1,000,000% not even a first down, but okay.
He has not attacked the deep ball whatsoever here. One deep ball way out of bounds. It's going to be another screen pass out here, and that goes nowhere.
I will say, I've been looking around the SFA as a coach from the outside looking in. Arizona, man. I've been loving their team. I'm on the Arizona bandwagon.
We're not going to talk about Arizona here. I'm sorry. That is the forbidden fruit.
ECU's going to make the playoffs if they're going to choke somehow.
Yes, we're
What
well
is it
aware.
going to be this year? 17-3?
No, I already know the script, and it's not good. As we get a bubble screen here, he goes outside. Can he get to the end zone? No, stopped in bounds. I'm either going to lose Cincinnati, and that's going to be funny in of itself, or I'm going to lose to like Dogwater or Jay Jettas or Nick again. So we'll see. But we coming out empty here. Can South Alabama finally break the seal? It's going to be QB keeper. No. Running into his own lineman, getting stuffed by a linebacker. Second and goal.
Kingsbury cannot come here sooner enough.
I mean, your defense giving this guy fits. He's struggling here today. Anderson, they pick it up, and he throws that to coverage, and it's intercepted!
Yeah!
Did he get the foot in bounds is the question. Oh, a lot of toes back there. It's going to be not even a review.
That was cornerback 1 Anderson, baby. He's slow, but man, he can catch the ball. I love it.
So the shutout continues. And now we are definitely in shutout watch as we have 12 minutes left in this game day. We've never had a shutout on a game day style. Is this the first one?
I'll take
That'd be
if it
something.
means.
Dyron. That'd be something. A defense with 66 overall cornerbacks getting a shutout.
And an
interception.
Overall defense, not just the 66 overall corners, 66 overall defense.
That's true. They're gritty.
And the linebackers are decent. They're serviceable.
2nd and 12 now. Satterfield. We've yet to see much from D.D. Holmes either in pass rush. But to be fair, you know, Dyron hasn't been all that great in passing the ball either. Hey, but he's pushing 40 yards now. 3rd and 8. 3rd and long. Dyron's going to be a screen pass. Gets it out to McKenzie, who's getting a lot of work here. And he is short. So that's going to be a punt. Unless they get super aggressive here. And doesn't look like it, barring a fake punt. I don't think they'd be dumb enough to fake punt it here, but you never know. No, all right. They're going to angle that towards the sideline. Still going to be returnable. And he gets smoked. So the Rebels, 4 sacks, a pick now. Only giving up 148 yards of defense.
Telling you, sneakily underrated with sacks. They're getting to the ball.
They're usually in high-scoring games, so this is a nice little difference.
There's definitely a litmus test for the defense.
Yeah.
I like these games because they
now they go farther backwards, false start. South Alabama in shambles at this point. That INT was a ball buster.
And that INT, I think they're a little shook by it, but.
All right, Anderson, he has time finally, but he just throws it away as it runs out.
Yeah, this game reminds me a lot of when we played San Jose State. You know, I was looking at the stats from that game. It's kind of the similar sort of script. Okay, what is
and there goes Anderson. He gets a first down. So 2nd and long, nice little 16-yarder. Gets him back into it. Remember, this guy has like 900 yards rushing on the year.
Which is insane for a quarterback.
Yeah. So 1st and 10,
but,
still 10 minutes left. Only 2 scores, plenty of time. Anderson, yamming it deep. This time he connects. There they go. They finally break through. A long touchdown for Bo Young, 57 yards. And South Alabama's right back in it. So how about your guy with the dreads, Cryo?
I never said he was fast. I said he was aggressive. I never said he was fast.
Well, that was a nice little yam, a redemption yam of sorts. As now it's back to a 3-point game. So anybody's game here now late. The shutout's a race now. Now you're starting to get a little worried if you're UNLV. Did that just open the floodgates? I'll have to see. Man, it's been a tale of 2 halves here. All right, UNLV comes back out, hanging their heads a little bit. Dyron coming out in the full house. They need to get a big play to amp them back up here. Fakes the handoff to Darren over the middle, and there you go. There's a catch for Jeremy Waller.
Wait, he actually threw the ball?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Threw the ball for 8 yards. Up to 54 passing now today. Averaging about 6 a pass. 2nd and 2 now. It's going to be a keeper. He has some room on that outside, and he makes a move. Only gets about 5, though.
Yeah, but like I was saying earlier, it reminded me a lot of like the San Jose State game. Like there wasn't many offensive stats, but like the defense had like 4 turnovers on 3 picks and like 1 fumble.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of that litmus test.
A nice play from the corner there.
Right when we lost to Oklahoma State, like that's kind of when we kind of turned it on. You know.
Yeah.
I'm still one of those people that I'm proud of how we faced Arizona State and only lost by 2 scores, you know?
Yeah, no, definitely. They're a great team. But it is quite impressive, though, how you have 200 yards rushing and only 10 points. I will say that. Very impressive feat there.
Because we are L garbage, as I call it.
So now we're 2nd and 12 now. Fourth quarter starting up, a 3-point lead on the road. Can they hold it? They're going to audible into the pistol. Quick option again. This one goes nowhere as D.D. Holmes brings him down from behind after Smith got there first. His third tackle for loss. Chris Smith out playing D.D. Holmes.
D.D. Holmes tackled him so hard that the other guy tripped on his own self and just fell to the ground.
Yeah, man, will we see a senior D.D. Holmes in the transfer portal? We don't know. Over the middle on 3rd and long, that does nothing. South Alabama is going to get the ball back down 3 with all the momentum. Starting to get a little bit of worried here as a UNLV fan. As it's a short punt and nice little return here. Gets back to about the 50. So can UNLV fix that broken coverage, or is this going to be something that South Alabama can exploit here in the fourth quarter? Going to just run it up the gut. That's a massive hole. Remember, after this game, I'm going to be able to post all the players of the week and those stat leaders and injuries from last week. Yeah, there's no injuries in this game for coming into this game that were new. 3rd and 4 now.
Come on, we've been solid on 3rd down. We need to stop here.
1 for 6 on 3rd down today. And they've particularly been great in no man's land. So only 2-man rush, though, and over the middle, that's a wide open man. That looked like a mid-screen, though. Maybe they got away with the blockers downfield. Fresh set it down, still out of field goal range. And a handoff to McNeil. He stivvies one, and he gets down to the 20. South Alabama now threatening to take the lead. It's been a slow burn today here for the Jaguars, but here they are. Fourth quarter, chance to take the lead. Quick option. He gets past one, and oh, that was dangerous. That was one of those where they threatened to make a bad pitch, but he kept it.
Yeah, he almost pulled the Tennessee. He almost did it.
Yeah, almost. All right, 2nd and 6 now. Trips right. Trying to isolate that aggressive defender on the left, and Max Taylor brings it in for 4. What's it? Markeith Anderson, he doesn't really have great accuracy on those boundary passes. We keep seeing him go really high or over their head. 3rd and 3. They fake the handoff this time. Interesting. Over the middle, he's open. Max Taylor for 12. 1st and goal now for the Jaguars. Last time they were here, Anderson threw a pick. They're stacking the line, though. Both sides going heavy. Gotta think McNeil is going to get his number called here. No, they go with the fullback, and they do stop it. A big play from the corner. Neil Johnson. So they got Neil McNeil in the backfield, and then Neil Johnson at fullback. They only recruit Neils. 2nd and goal. Anderson. Just under 6 minutes left. He's going to take off. He finds some room. Touchdown, Markeith Anderson. He keeps it himself, and South Alabama takes the lead.
Is UNLV going to choke? Are they
Yep.
going to choke?
We have another game coming down to the wire today. Just like yesterday.
Oh, this
Fake
is just
news,
as
fake news,
suspenseful,
fake
too.
news, fake news. Luckily, that's a BearCave game, so that outcome does not matter at all.
Wait, what was it? I didn't see it.
Exactly.
And see what?
It was an Arizona State win, baby.
Okay. All right, here comes UNLV.
Dyron.
They shocked after 2 drives. They were up 10-0. Now they're down 4. What are they going to do here? Dyron, he keeps it. He's getting chased from behind, but he's outrunning Smith. He finally brings him down after 14.
God, yeah, we're a fourth quarter team. Don't worry. It's actually not even a joke. That's stats wise. That's actually true. Like,
Even though you were winning in the fourth quarter and you gave it up. Waller
this
now.
game, I'm not counting this game. Don't
There
worry about
goes
that.
Dyron again. So he keeps getting caught by the defensive line. Got some
I'm
speedy
talking about every other
fuckers.
game than this one as like an homage to like I hope that that's the thing that happens, but you know, knowing me, my luck's going to run out in
Well,
probably like 2
UNLV
minutes.
is committed to the run today, but I don't know if giving a handoff up the middle to your slot receiver is necessarily the best call. They're 2 for 10 on third down. Can they get this 1 yard? We're under 5 minutes left in the game. Gonna hand off to McKenzie, not even Archer, and he gets it.
Is Archer hurt?
No, he was the lead blocker there.
Oh, what the fuck?
They,
I need to fire my coach. What the?
Yeah, they faked him out there. It was a fake. It was a fake. Flex bone. Archer is in the back. They're going to hand off to McKenzie again with Archer as a lead blocker. And, oh, he might have had some room if he broke that little,
I'm throwing the challenge flag. That was a dog collar.
a
Horse collar
dog
hit.
collar? It's a horse
collar.
collar. What do you stop? What?
I'm still
Who
thinking about
calls
Darren
it
Archer
dog
volunteering at
collar?
the
No,
end.
no,
Shut
no,
up
no,
there.
no. Who calls that a dog collar? That's
I
always...
It was a misinput.
Okay, okay. I'll let that one slide.
I messed up so bad, my cat's yelling at me.
Ah, man. Dog collar. Third and
I was going to
four.
win every time
What?
you say dog meat whenever... Yeah.
And, oh, he's hit as he throws. Oh, they're not going to call that a fumble. Fourth down, decision time now, and they're going for it. Cryo's getting aggressive. 4th and 4, game on, it's not on the line, but this is a massive play. Dyrony is throwing it over the middle. Oh, 1-on-1 once again. The jump ball to Waller doesn't work. I don't know why you throw a jump ball to this shorty.
I feel nothing
To the
but pain.
fucking running back too, not
That's a
receiver,
turnover on
to a
downs.
running back.
All right, so South Alabama can end this game. UNLV is going to have to start using the timeouts, and this game's kind of been swept from under their feet. Markeith Anderson still throwing it, finding some room. Man, in a low-scoring game here, UNLV just kind of let this one slip away. This is massive for South Alabama. Bowl eligibility on the line. They have to win their last 2 games. They are going to start running the clock, so UNLV is going to have to start using those timeouts to hopefully get another shot. Can they get a stop? Only 3 down linemen. Oh, they're going to motion Neal out. They bring a blitz, float it out to him, and the clock stops. So UNLV, chance to hang on to a timeout here. Bad play call from South Alabama. But the play call... Oh, dude, this one of those where why is the clock still running? I hate that. Saying he goes out of bounds. He's short. They're still not using the timeout. They're going to wait another play here. Can they get a stop? UNLV trying to hold on to 2. They got to get a stop in the backfield here. No man's land. Hand up the gut to Neal, and he gets the first down and a lot more. And here come the timeouts. One more first down likely ends it here. Luckily, holding them to a field goal doesn't change. Doesn't change what they need. So all they need to do is get a stop. Delayed give to Neal. Can they get him down? No, he gets about 6. So when you got to lean on those defenders, but lack of skill from this team. They're now in goal line set. They're going to throw it here. Oh, boy. Chance. Markeith Anderson goes for it on foot, and he gets it. Oh, that's going to end it. Anderson scrambles for the first down. And barring a disaster, South Alabama survives. They're down 10-0 until what seemed like the fourth quarter, and they just scored 2 in the blink of an eye. Tragic.
Coach Cryer, what are your comments on this failure by your defense or and offense to do anything about this.
We're on to Cincinnati.
As they are going to still throw it. Oh, my, that was
Oh,
the
my
chance.
God.
Why did you pick it? Why are you smart? Oh, my God.
Oh,
Wait. Oh, hold on. They still have a play.
No.
You
They're
still have a
dead.
If
chance
they
to
don't
get the
get this,
ball
they still
back
have a
now.
chance.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Please. Please.
The game is not
As long as
over,
they
but
don't
you
get
have
the
to
first.
stop him here.
Oh, my God.
All
Oh, my
right,
God.
4th and
You're
2.
gonna have like
You're going to have about 17 seconds left. But that was the play. Thomas had it. He could have picked that off and gone all the way.
Oh, my God. Why would you swat it down? Out
Well, the
of
chance,
all
though,
things.
the game was over, so it did still save you. You're going to have 17 seconds left to tie this game up, and you have Dyer and Satterfield, so game is not over. So the kick to push it to 7 is barely good, man. These kickers are horrible. So 16 seconds left, no timeouts, plenty of time for 2 plays, couple of yams. We are going to get a return, though, see if they can get themselves up there. Nice, they got a couple pancakes.
if
So
he went outside, he could have easily gotten to the 40.
So you got a play here at least to get yourself into yam range. So you have to get a first down. A play inbound short of the line to gain ends it. 12 seconds left here. Satterfield making an adjustment. There's D.D. Holmes, and it's picked off! D.D. Holmes ends the game! He gets to Satterfield, forces him to make a bad decision, and South Alabama wins it on the pick. Their number 1 recruit making the play.
Reminds me of Kamara throwing those 2 picks in the last minute.
You love to see that, though, as if you're a D.D. Holmes fan, making the play to win it. And
I am not a DB Holmes fan.
and I love these sliders, man. We go from a 63 to 56 game to a 17-10 game that was just, I'm not gonna say just as exciting, but just as close at the end, coming down to 1 play. So South Alabama keeps the bowl hopes alive, and UNLV now 5-5, still a leader in the division, 5-1 in conference. That's ridiculous. 0-4 out of conference, and they're gonna go to their last 2 weeks needing to win at least 1, but still looking for a Mountain West championship.
Yeah,
Man.
not our strongest performance. Dyron, really faded when we needed him the most, but I have confidence of him bouncing back. It stings. It stings.
Yeah, game day losses are not fun.
Yeah, I know. I have a lot of work with this team I need to do. So,
but hey, first season, you're in position to do some stuff, so that's all you can ask for.
The fact that I'm leading the Mountain West shows how bad the Mountain West Conference is.
Oh, absolutely. All right, so scoring summary here. White, obviously, and then Young. And not much else to talk about there. The game-winning touchdown was Anderson. And 3 picks here for Satterfield today. That last one wasn't really his fault as he was hit as he threw. And 1 was at the end of the half. But they combined for almost 100 yards apiece. And it was just really the passing that was not up to par. And obviously you kind of wish Thomas would have picked that one off. But, he's just a freshman.
God, my top receiver had 11 receiving yards. Oh! Brutal.
And for South Alabama, Markeith Anderson really came back there in the second half, played a lot better. And obviously McNeil, 150 on the ground, averaging 6 a carry. And they had that 1 big yam and then a couple critical interceptions, too, by Alexander. I think the problem was you just kept throwing jump balls to your short receiver. Like, how tall even is Jeremy Waller? He just seems like such a shorty. Yeah, 5'11". He's not a jump ball guy.
The specifics of my strategy wasn't you know, our goal is to go, short game and also do the option. Satterfield, I need to talk to him after the game because that's not in the game plan whatsoever. But
So to end watch party, here are your players of the game. And remember, folks, this game will be live to you guys as soon as it uploads to YouTube, and it will be unlisted and go public to non-Patreon users after game day, which will be on Monday. So that will do it. We'll see you next time.